explained it.
I felt like Joe gave favoritism to a situation to Mark and not me. So I told him, I feel away because I watch you give that privilege or whatever it was to Mark. When I asked for the same thing, you denied me.
No.
Did we ever find the timer that we used to use during Monopoly to negotiate?
Where the timer that was up there?
Do we have a timer in here somewhere?
Yeah.
Corey, what did you do with that timer that was there?
I think that's the only thing.
Get the timer.
For real. The monologue segment
only 60 seconds.
is super fire. Like, I love that segment. But we do got it.
That was about 12 minutes. How many minutes do you think it should be?
that was 12 minutes.
Yo, Parks.
Mona, you talk a lot, bitch.
Yo, what just went down on the Joe Budden podcast today? This Patreon episode was a full-on chaos fest. Flip's getting blamed for things he started, Mona's monologues are out of control, and Mark, he's playing victim while doing the same things Flip gets called out for. Joe's rearranging mics, scheduling chaos, and favoritism are hitting the roof. Fans are noticing it, castmates are frustrated, and the drama? Yeah, it's about to blow up. Stick around, I'm breaking down all the hidden beefs and insider moves they don't want you to see. Man, let me tell you, this Patreon episode was straight up a mess. And I don't mean it was bad for content. As an audio experience, it was rough. If you just came here to listen to him vent, you might have wanted to skip. But for someone paying attention to the details I care about, this was pure gold. So much is going on in this pod, it's almost overwhelming. Oh Lord, I don't even want to get started on Mona's segment, but here we go. That monologue special, yeah, it needs to disappear. I don't care what anyone calls it. 12 minutes, she said, is too long. 6 minutes is still way too long. I wouldn't mind her chiming in on other topics if she didn't stretch every single point into a mini marathon. We just don't need more of that. Y'all need to cut it off for real. But let's rewind a bit. There's so much going on that everybody's calling out Joe for giving Mark special treatment. And instead of just addressing it, Joe makes a whole Patreon episode dedicated to it so he can vent. Y'all go sub over there if you haven't. Y'all already know the support is crazy. But yes, preferential treatment, I get it. Because what some of y'all are providing over here just doesn't match up. That's why Flip got moved to 1 episode a week, even though his energy and contributions were undeniable today. Ice and Ish, heads up, you're on notice too. Y'all don't even see it, and that's the problem. Y'all are getting demoted because you don't care, and y'all don't even realize it. Mona, you started demoted for a trial run, and let's be real, you haven't even hit all 4 episodes consistently. That alone should have been a red flag. You're seen as one of the main mics over here, not just a regular contributor, yet your schedule says otherwise. And I'm trying to hold back from turning this into a full-on Mona roast because the comments are already doing that. But when she says the audience is being demonic in the Patreon chat, nah, it's just truth. Most of the feedback isn't about things you can't change. People are saying the same thing repeatedly. Mona talks too much. Mona, chill. Mona, you've got main mic syndrome. And then you turn around and do the same thing you criticized Janice Hart for, now doing it to Sasha. Who are you to dictate how everyone else should operate? And Ice, oh Ice, this one gets me. He'll drop a line, stir the pot, and then claim he's innocent in all of it. Why bring up something that got edited out of an episode and turn it into a 20-minute segment? So let me get this straight. Joe cut this content for a reason, which I'll break down later, and Flip,
yo, Joe was getting blown up by Mark over some wild situation between them. Now hold up, people are already saying this about his kids, but nah, that's not it. Even if the kids play a part, it's bigger than that. It's a whole build-up a mess. Mark can bring his kids here and we all clown about how wild his son is, yet somehow he's still allowed. Mark skips episodes, we called that out months ago. He pops on Patreon pods whenever he feels like it. If he's busy, he rolls up to the main pods on his own schedule. Full freedom. And listen to this, Mark throws these low blows at everyone, nothing gets cut. When did he hit Melissa? That deep cut didn't get chopped. They even made a full segment out of it. We banked on that. That's Mark. Nobody else gets that luxury. Talk about Mark, cut. Fight, cut. Remember that native land pod fight? Mark was wrong the entire time, then calls Flip over some little thing he did to provoke him, but Flip was right the whole time. So yeah, Flip's beef with Mark is permanent. Why? Because Mark's actions now mirror what Flip used to do, but Flip got too big for his britches back then and got shaded for it. Now he's watching Mark do the same stuff and asking, wait, why isn't this happening to him? So yeah, Flip has every reason to be salty. Ice bringing this up? That's eyebrow raising. And finally, the Parks versus Flip tension is bubbling to the surface. Parks, every time Flip talks, he's sniping. Snide, petty, straight up annoying. I like Parks, but if he pulled this with me, balcony moment, no doubt. Then there's Sasha, trying not to roast her here, but come on. I already called her out on Patreon sounding basic. Eye candy factor? Sure. Mona's definitely side-eyeing Sasha, and trust me, she's feeling that. And poor Imani, he senses all the hate Mona's catching and is bending over backwards to keep her feeling welcome, not realizing he's stepping right into the crossfire. And it's already messy how people treat Imani. Remember that hate convo? They refuse to own their haters, yet somehow acknowledge the impact of their words. Truth or venom, who knows? But you can't lump yourself with Mona when there's a clear vendetta against her. Why would Joe and the crew bring up her firing if it wasn't real? Dead topic otherwise. And then Mona and Joe clearly have ongoing smook. She shoots at him non-stop, trying to get a reaction, because beneath the tough act, Mona is one of the most sensitive people behind the mic, ever. And she'll bait it every single chance she gets, just like today, calling out people cutting her off even though she'll still go on 6 to 12-minute monologues.
I'm not here for the soliloquy, y'all. Let's just move on to the next topic. Oh my God. I'm not even watching this like a show anymore. I told y'all, it's a straight up novella now. And with Mark's son up there speaking Spanish, yep, it's officially a full-on novella. It makes zero sense. Flip, you're not wrong. Everyone's trying to throw shade at you. And trust me, I already know my second YouTube drop today is gonna break down exactly what Flip and everybody were talking about during that hater segment. That deserves its own video, coming soon. But for now, I just wanted to give y'all a full synopsis because this is a complete cluster. Joe's just stacking more mics because he's scared to let people go, even while switching up the schedule. He's moving seats around, asking in the first 2 minutes, why are you sitting here? Why are you sitting there? What's going on? And take note, Joe admitted he had Flip come up that day on Patreon when he normally wouldn't. The energy flipped the second Flip hit the platform. And notice how fast Mark dips the second Flip steps up. I'm telling y'all, that fight, lifetime level tension, even if it's never talked about again. Flip has feelings about how Mark swung. He did a total 180. Mark came at him first, then played the victim. How to... Anyway, drop in the comments if y'all caught today's episode and what y'all think. So much is going on, it's insane. Anywho, smash that like if you liked it. Subscribe if you haven't. If you have, you already know how we do. Let's keep it moving. Catch y'all on Patreon. Peace.